back, students. We were studying lesson number 9, solids, liquids and gases. Today we will be discussing about change of states of matter. As we know, matter exists in 3 states: solid, liquid and gases. If we talk about water, water in solid state it is known as ice, in liquid it is water, and when water is heated it changes into its gaseous state, and that is vapor. So now I will be telling you how one state of the matter changes into another. When this ice is heated, it melts and it changes its state and turns into water, which is a liquid state of matter. Again, on heating, this water evaporates and it forms water vapors, which is the gaseous form of matter. Now, on cooling, these vapors condense to give water. Condensation is that process in which vapor state of a matter changes into its liquid state. So, on condensing, these vapors changes into liquid state, and again on cooling further, this liquid water ultimately again turns into ice. So we can say all the states of matter are interchangeable. We can change one form into another by heating or cooling. What happens when we heat solid ice? The molecules of ice start to move faster and then they change into the liquid state. Similarly, in liquid state, when they are heated again, they move randomly and they changes into vapor state. And vice versa, vapor state changes into liquid state when the activity of molecules slows down on cooling. And similarly, in the case of freezing also. So here we have studied 4 processes: melting, changing of solid state into liquid state, evaporation, liquid state into vapor state, condensation, that is the process of changing vapors into liquid form, and lastly freezing, in which we change liquid state of matter into solid state. So I hope this topic is clear to you now. Change of states of matter. The most important thing is that you have to keep in mind that the matter changes its state only by heating or cooling. Now let's move to another topic. So students, let us start with an experiment. Let me take a glass of water, then add some sugar in it. When we dissolve it for a while, soon all the sugar will disappear. Where does all the sugar molecules go? Let me tell you the science behind it. I have told you earlier that the molecules of liquids are a bit apart. They have space between them. So what happens? These molecules of sugar entangle in between these spaces. That is why when we make a solution, the level of the solution doesn't go up, because the sugar molecules have embedded in between the molecules of water only. So now we have learned 3 new terms. One is soluble. Soluble means anything that is soluble in water, that is mixed in between water. And here we have studied that mixing of 2 states of matter makes a new matter. Solute is when dissolved in solvent, it makes a solution. What is solvent? Solvent is the liquid in which solids get dissolved. Here in our experiment, water was the solvent. Solute is that solid which dissolves in water. And here our solute was sugar. Sugar crystals were the solute here. And together when we mix them, it makes a solution. This is now a solution of solute and solvent. So this is a solution now. Now let me tell you some more example of it. When when we add liquid in liquid, then also we can make a solution, and the example is lemon water. When we squeeze some lime into water, we make lemon water, and this is an example of mixing liquid into liquid. Here our solute and solvent both are liquid. Now solid and liquid, I have just shown you sugar syrup we make by it. And third example is gas in liquid. When gas is dissolved in liquid, then soda and cold drink, they are the examples of this. Now I hope you all have understood the topic well, and with this I end this chapter. Thank you. Have a nice day.